Hello everyone. This is the second part of the second project workshop. Within this part, I will show you some databases where you can search research articles, and also I will show you some helpful website to assist you within your projects and assignments. So let's start with ScienceDirect Database. First important point that you should use your student email to have access to articles which are available within this database. If you still face some problems, contact library and they will help you, and you will become able to access the articles that you will search within this database. So let's start. You can see that there is a search section. You can also do advanced search, but I will start with a simple one. So within the keywords, or you can search within author. Let's search a term that will be useful for you. If we carry on with our recent example, effects of social media on students, we can try to write out effects of social media on students, and we search, and you can see on the left hand side there are more than 50,000 results. I know that it is impossible to read all of them, and we don't expect you to read all of them, but the ones on top shows that they will be useful for you. So let's open that one, then we'll go over it. Another important point here, the years. You can see that research is publishing since 1996. And also you know that due to the Moore's law, in every 18 months we have better technology and almost we pay for half price. What does it mean? It means that every year we have new products, new services, new devices, new methods. So my advice when you are going to research something, yes, on one hand you should read the foundations of that theory, and there might be some really important papers. But for the current concepts, choose last 5 years. Because the social media in 2005 is totally different to social media applications that we are currently using. If you consider the first version of Facebook in 2006, or when it became available by 2008, it used to just have some basic options. But nowadays, they have engagement, they have live videos, they have reactions. So the effects that it will create on students will be much more different. So you can select the sources from 2016, 2017, and you can go on. Then you can see the abstract, and when you check the abstract, if it is relevant within your search, you can click and read them, or you can download them. Let's move on to investigation of the article. So highlights summarizes the main parts of the research. When you read the highlights and when you read abstract, if this research doesn't seem relevant to your work, do not waste time to reading it more, okay? It just gives you a clear idea whether the work is relevant your intended research topic. I would like to show you another point on here. So you can see that there is an introduction. One of the main areas that students make mistake is the number of references they use. The best way to write an article is to read as much as you can. And it requires a lot of time. But as you read, your arguments become more valuable and you support them with references, which I already explained in the first project workshop. So if you see, this is just an introduction related to the communication, how the communication started. And within just this small paragraph, let's count. We have 1, 2, 7 references. Okay, so normally I have a lot of questions about how many articles should I read. This will give you enough information. So you can see the related research. Then you can talk about background. You add the aim, methods. Then we have discussion. Then conclusion. Especially for the PhD students, it is important that you mention about future studies, that it shows that there are available areas to develop work, and also you might find partners that you can work together within those areas. Okay guys, this is just an example of quantitative research. You can see this questions asked and statistic related to them is provided. You can have also other quantitative research where you can try to test some hypotheses or you can create models. It depends the strategy that you and your lecturer, your supervisor. So let's move on to another website which will be helpful for you. But as I said, for every part, it is important that you add a reference, you read something and you develop your arguments within it, and it will improve your writing and the quality of the paper. So this is another website. It is called ResearchGate. I am also highly advising you to create a ResearchGate profile, because sometimes you might find an article where you don't have any access. And within this website, you can request that article from the author. And normally, we send it when there's a request, or you can ask feedback. And what is more fruitful here, when you search social media and students, it provides you publications. You see some of them are already available. If not, you can request full text. And when you start searching it on your home screen, you will see the relevant researchers within that area. So especially for the PhD students, my advice is to use ResearchGate. And by that, yes, you will see some articles from the authors that you follow, but also you will see some suggested articles. So I'm working on e-voting, and you can see that the system recommended me an article without I search of it. Okay, so there is a automatic recommendation for you. Okay, so ResearchGate is the second advice, and you can see here as well, possible solution for e-government practices. That's from 2013, but still, if you find it really important for you, then you can read. And it is free to set a ResearchGate account as well. Then I would like to show another site, which I already mentioned in the first part of the second project workshop. It is called Mandalay. It is completely free. It is reference management software. Just type this website, mandalay.com. Then you can click download. Then you can use it. You have explanation here that how you can use the site, and it is really time-saving application. Consider that you read 40 articles. Referencing them really takes time, but Mandalay will do it automatically for you. Even you can edit to your Microsoft Word, or you can use web importer for you. Okay. Also for referencing, as I already mentioned, mainly within the field of MIS, we use APA style. And this website provides you guidelines related to references. You can check paper format, you can check references, in-text references, tables and figures. So it is also free, and feel free to use it. Okay guys, the same logic works for the Emerald database. You can start your search and you can use one search option. And there are other databases as well, Scopus or Web of Science or any other databases. So you can advice is to use as much as databases to reach many resources. So now I will show you another example before finishing the workshop. Within the first part, I mentioned about the quantitative and qualitative research. The first article I showed you was about quantitative research. Primary research was conducted to students to see the effects of social media use within them. And within this work, there is a qualitative analysis to determine decision makers' attitudes towards e-government services. Okay. Quantitative research can be conducted to much larger populations, but qualitative research is advised to conducted when you can get in-depth information from, for example, officials. So we had this strategy here. Another difference within the articles in ScienceDirect and Emerald is abstract. Still, there is an abstract which shows the purpose, design, the findings of the study, originality, and keywords, but in a structured way. So this is called structured abstract. So when you are going to submit a manuscript, especially for the PhD students, please check the journal and what is their requirements. And you can see that references are available like the other example. Let's go to the methodology. So research design is explained, research aims are mentioned, and you can see that sample profile is 8 individuals, but they are from the member of boards from the e-government management committee, member of board of the information technology communication institution, coordinator of office of telecommunication, a director from Ministry of Foreign Affairs, head of technical committee from Nicosia Turkish municipality, current and previous mayors of the Nicosia Turkish municipality, and Minister of Interior. So within qualitative research, you get more insightful data, but it is time consuming. So you can see the interviews were almost 8 hours, and in order to decode them, I spent 24 hours. So for every hour you spend 3 hours of decoding, give or take. But still, there are softwares where you can use to analyze your decodings. If you are into qualitative research, Strauss and Corbin is one of the gurus of qualitative research we can mention, and you will follow these 4 steps. And if you are going to do quantitative research, for analysis you will use statistical software which is called SPSS. Okay guys, I hope this video will help you within some questions you already asked or you have in mind. The most important point is, as I said, plan and start finishing. Best of luck with your studies.